Okay, now tomorrow will have been a week since my birthday last week, and once again I've been loaded with another set of releases, another set of CDs, old and new. So let's get to this one right away. But first, I just heard the news about Trivium drummer Nick Augusto having to now leave the band. So I'm not sure what's happening now, but I'll have to keep up to date with them. And I have to say I was lucky to see them at Soundwave this time. And yeah, I hope to see what comes with their future drummer. So let's get to it now. So the first, I'm going to go with the new ones now. So the first one here is Lacuna Coil's Broken Crown Halo. It's the first album I've actually bought from him, but this one has some great songs like the opening song Nothing Stands in Our Way, and also Die and Rise and I Forgive But I Won't Forget Your Name. And this one actually, they did a video to that one, and I've heard this one's actually heavier than the previous ones they've had. Okay, up next is, this is the first album I bought from this band, it's a Dutch symphonic metal band. This is Delay, The Human Contradiction. This is a 2 CD set. We've got, I'm kind of wondering what did they come up with on the cover. I'm not sure if this is actually Charlotte Wessels on this cover. I'd say it is actually. Yeah, you've got excuse me. You've got a wonderful lyric booklet in here. It has guests including Marco Hittala from Nightwish and Alyssa Whiteglass, formerly of the Agilist, New York vocalist of Arch Enemy, and also George Usfak as well. Some songs like Here Come the Vultures, Your Body's a Battleground, one of the two which has Marco, the other it seems to be, and there's Stardust, which has the video for it. And I also really like the second last song on as the main album, Lullaby, and that's also, they're all great songs on here. I actually really enjoyed this one. And now here we have the Ronnie James Dio This Is Your Life tribute album, which has covers from Anthrax doing Neon Nights, Tenacious D's The Last in Line, Adrenaline Mob's The Mob Rules. There's all sorts of great songs, and I really loved Metallica's Ronnie Rising medley. Like, I found that the most memorable thing on here. And then they just included one of Dio's very own songs, This Is Your Life. Up next here we've got I think that's this is Nightwish's Showtime Story Time on Blu-ray. This is a Blu-ray set. They actually did put on an amazing concert which they filmed at Wacken last year in Germany. This here is Ice Earth's Live in Ancient Curion, which came out last year as well. It's their first DVD release they've had with Stu Block, and they put on a great concert. And here's Steel Panther's British Invasion, and that's pretty much just all songs from their first album, Feel the Steel, on there. So I'll try and get through this as quick as I can. So this here is Testament's Dark Roots of Earth. That came out almost 2 years ago now. I have to say my favourite songs on here are Native Blood and True American Hate. And yeah. And this is Steel Panther's Balls Out. That was their second album. So now I have all the Steel Panther albums, and I think this is actually my favourite album from them. I love Supersonic Sex Machine, just like Tiger Woods. And 17 Girls in a Row, that's my favourite song by them. That would have to be my favourite. I really like If You Really, Really Love Me and It Won't Suck Itself. Yeah, and also, yeah, That's What Girls Are For. That's actually a great song as well. Okay. And right here we have Iced Earth, The Glorious Burden. That was the first of 2 albums they had with Tim Owens, and yeah, so my favourite songs in that one have to be Declaration Day, and I really like When the Eagle Cries as well, and yeah, my favourites would have to be Declaration Day, The Reckoning, Don't Tread on Me, and Attila. Those would have to be my favourites of that one. And here we have DevilDriver, The Last Kind Words. I now have all DevilDriver albums as well, so yeah, I'd have to say The Fury of Armaker's Hand and this one, Last Kind Words, would have to be my favourites. My favourite off this album would have to be Clouds Over California. They did play that song at Soundwave, and I have to say that's one of my most favourite songs of all time. And last but not least, Typo Negative's Dead Again, which was their final album they released in 2007, and this was this was before Peter Steele died, and back in 2010. This was last month was actually the 4-year anniversary of his death. So I actually really like that album, and my favourite song would have to be The Prophet of Doom of the album, and also really love September Sun. Those two would have to be my favourites. So that's it. And just before I go, we've still got some more new releases coming out. Tomorrow we've got releases from Killer Be Killed, a supergroup of Troy Sanders from Mastodon, Max Cavalera from Soulfly Cavalera's Conspiracy, and Greg Puciato from Dillinger Escape Plan. So it's Killer Be Killed tomorrow, as well as Down's Down 4 Part 2. And next week we have new Epica, or the new Epica got delayed. It was meant to be last week, but it's now coming out tomorrow. So it's called The Quantum Enigma. And also next week is the new Sabaton album. What's it called? Heroes, yeah. And then next month we have new releases from Opeth, Mastodon, and Arch Enemy. And then in July we have new Judas Priest with their song Redeemer of Souls, which I did have a listen to and actually really liked it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Subscribe and drop a comment if you wish.